Hello everyone, happy Friday, or this is Friday when I'm recording the video. I've been playing with craft foam and a flower mold. This is a candy mold that I purchased at Hobby Lobby. It was just $2 and something, and then they had it 30% off. Didn't know what I was going to do with it when I purchased it, but I got it. I got it figured out. Been sitting here playing with craft foam. I have some of this craft foam here from Dollar Tree, which you get, well, 32 pieces in a pack. And a bunch of different colors. This foam here is really thin, which is still okay to use. Here's a piece of it, and here's some thicker. I purchased this. It comes in big old long sheets at Walmart. This here is better to use for what I'm doing, but this here works okay too. These flowers here are made from the thin foam. The red is from the thick foam. You can see a big difference in the dimension in it. This is the back. I've got a bunch of different colored ones made. There's a turquoise, there's a blue, have a stack of yellow, got a bunch of different ones done. Having issues with my phone, so I'm trying to get this video done as quick as possible. Need you some craft foam, hair straightener, or an iron. I prefer to use that, especially on small things. Now, if you're doing something big, iron would be better. You don't just have to have a mold to do this. You can do it with something that's a piece of wood, bling, rubber stamps, flat back rose bead. You can use it. Here's where I done the owl to show y'all, and this here's where I done the bling, which this is the third time I've tried to do this video. My phone keeps shutting off, so we'll try again. But this is where I done the bling, but then I was showing that you could also, if you don't like the way it turns out, you can reheat it and it goes back like it was. But there's that, and that's where I put I heated the foam and then I pressed the bling into it. This stuff is better if it's on a block of wood, something solid where you can press it all at one time and then just hold it on your foam till your foam cools. Guess since I've got this piece here, I save all my scrap pieces of foam. And this is why, because there's always something you can do with the scrap pieces. I'm going to cut me off a small piece. What I'm going to do is I've already got my hair straightener heated up. I got it on low because you can burn this foam. I just count to 10 real quick. Then flip it over and do it. If I notice my foam's cooling, I'll hit it again real quick. I'm going to put this on here. Then I'm going to close it shut. And then I'm just going to hold it just like this until the foam cools, which it don't take but just a couple minutes. I mean a couple seconds. Don't take minutes. But there we have a pretty flower. And I barely caught the edge of that foam, but I got it enough to where I can cut it out. That's the only one of them I purchased. I wish, like I said, I don't know if I said it or not. Like I said, this is the third time I've tried to do this video. Didn't really know what I was going to do with that when I purchased it. But now I figured it out, and I've been sitting and making me a bunch of flowers. I know you can buy bags of flowers, foam flowers, but these here have dimension, and I like that. And that way when you glue them on something, then they're not just laying there. Which I could have left this one in there just a tad longer. Having a hard time seeing my design on the flower. It's aggravating having to rush. I was to where I could do almost a 30-minute video. I don't know what's going on. There's nothing in my phone that wasn't in it before, but now my phone's shutting off at like 14 minutes, so it makes me have to rush that much more. Got one more I gotta cut out here. I'm gonna have to go back and do some trimming up on this, which I might have time to do it on video. Just trying to notch the sides off a little bit to where it's not a square edged flower. If I knowed I could get this placed back in the mold, I would have held it a little bit longer, because it don't have the... Here's the one I just done, and here's another one. I can see why. That's because that's not the thick foam. I thought it was. But anyhow, you still get a pretty flower. This is the thick foam, which I've done the mesh bling on this, but you can reheat it. Let me get my mold over here. My mold. Yeah, it is a mold. It's a candy mold. This thick foam does make a prettier flower. You need about 4 hands when you're doing this. We'll put that in there and press it together while the foam is hot. And just sit here and hold it until I know the foam is cooled down. It don't take just a few seconds. There we go. There's a pretty one. See the dimension in that one? This is the thick foam from Walmart, which I have red done. The red is really pretty. Like I said, you can do this with rubber stamps. I tried to find a rubber stamp, couldn't find one. If you want to do this, to put the foam on like little notebooks, something like that, you want to do your design before you cut your foam. And then that way you can take and get this in the center of your foam where you want it. But it works really well. There's the owl, which it's kind of hard to get this pressed with just your hands before the foam cools. So it's best if you have something like this, just take a piece of tape or something, stick it to a wooden block, or, you know, glue something like this on a wooden block, a bigger piece, and then that way you can get even, can't think what I'm trying to say, you can press on it, you know, all at once. Put your, whatever you're going to put it on a block of wood, and then you can press it all at once and get your design all even. Because if you notice on this, from where I couldn't get it pressed before the foam cooled, this side is got a better pattern than this side, which I can heat this and redo it, no big deal. But you don't want to heat the foam too many times, or it will scorch it. You can use an iron if you're doing a bigger pattern, that's fine. But since this is my third shot of trying to do this video, I think I've explained myself with this, and I'm going to end this video before it shuts off on me. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit that thumbs up button. And I shall see y'all next time. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye-bye.